Do you know that mystical force that supposedly turns compliments into curses and success into setbacks? The one that has you frantically knocking on wood every time you dare to mention something good in your life? Yep, I'm talking about the infamous evil eye, that ancient superstition that's been holding us back longer than that bread in the back of your fridge. But here's the kicker. What if I told you that this so-called evil eye is about as real as your chances of becoming the next Batman? Sorry to crush your dreams, but someone had to say it. Welcome, fearless friends, to a journey that's about to turn your world from black and white Kansas to Technicolor Oz. We're diving deep into the world of power mindsets, kicking victim mentality to the curb, and discovering that the best protection against negativity isn't a blue bead or a hasty knock on wood, it's you. So, if you've ever found yourself hesitating to share good news, or if you're tired of living in fear of some invisible force that's out to get you, stick around. We're about to bust some myths, build some mental muscles, and learn how to embrace success without worrying about cosmic comeuppance. Get ready to trade in your evil eye amulet for something far more powerful, an unshakable belief in yourself. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be too busy crushing goals and taking names to worry about any side-eye, evil or otherwise. Let's dive in and discover how to unlock your true potential, free from the shackles of ancient superstitions. Are you ready to see the world through new eyes, ones that aren't afraid of a little success? Let's go! Chapter 1. Debunking the Evil Eye Myth. Picture this. You're at a family gathering, proudly sharing your latest accomplishment, when suddenly your aunt gives you that look. You know the one, a mix of envy and something darker. Instantly your joy deflates like a sad balloon, and you're left wondering if you've just been cursed by the dreaded evil eye. Sound familiar? Well, buckle up, my friend, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through the land of superstition and self-sabotage, and spoiler alert, the evil eye isn't the villain you think it is. Let's dive into the not-so-mysterious world of the evil eye, shall we? This age-old superstition has been around longer than your grandma's secret recipe for meatloaf, and it's just about as crusty. Originating in ancient civilizations, the belief in the evil eye spread faster than gossip at a small-town barbershop. From the sun-soaked shores of the Mediterranean to the bustling bazaars of the Middle East, cultures worldwide embraced this idea that a mere glance could bring misfortune. But here's the kicker. While our ancestors were busy hanging blue beads and drawing kohl-rimmed eyes to ward off this invisible menace, they were unknowingly setting the stage for generations of self-doubt and missed opportunities. Fast forward to today, and we're still letting this ancient superstition hold us back like an overly clingy ex. Now, I know what you're thinking, but my cousin's roommate's dog Walker swears by it. I get it. It's comforting to have something to blame when life throws curveballs at us faster than a major league pitcher. But here's the brutal truth. Served up with a side of tough love, clinging to this belief is like trying to swim with cement shoes. It's only dragging you down. Believing in the evil eye is like voluntarily putting on blinders and then complaining about the view. It impacts your mindset more than a triple shot espresso, but instead of giving you a boost, it leaves you jittery with fear and self-doubt. Every setback becomes a potential curse, every success a target for jealousy. Before you know it, you're tiptoeing through life, afraid to shine too brightly lest you attract the wrong kind of attention. But here's where it gets juicy. What if, instead of fearing the evil eye, we flipped the script? Imagine channeling all that energy into crushing your goals, spreading positivity, and becoming the person you've always dreamed of being. Sounds pretty sweet, right? Remember that time you got a nasty comment on your TikTok dance video? Yeah, me too. But did that stop me from busting moves in my living room? Heck no. The only person with the power to stop you is the one staring back at you in the mirror, and maybe your downstairs neighbor if you're really enthusiastic. It's time for a mindset makeover, folks. Instead of being a victim to an imaginary force, let's embrace our inner superhero. The evil eye isn't real, but you know what is? Your potential, your dreams, your ability to overcome obstacles and achieve greatness. So the next time you're tempted to blame your stubbed toe on your neighbor's side eye, remember this. You're the author of your own story. Don't let a fictional character like the evil eye steal your pen. It's time to write your own bestseller, and trust me, it's going to be a page turner. Let's break free from the shackles of superstition and step into the light of personal growth and empowerment. Embrace the power of positive thinking, cultivate resilience, and watch as doors of opportunity swing wide open. Your life is waiting for you to live it, not hide from it. In the end, the only evil eye you need to worry about is the stink eye you'll give yourself if you let this superstition hold you back any longer. So go ahead, shine bright, achieve your dreams, and if anyone gives you the evil eye, just wink back. After all, the best protection against negativity is your own unshakable belief in yourself. Chapter 2: Developing a Power Mindset. Alright, champions of change, let's dive into the juicy stuff. Remember how we just busted the myth of the evil eye? Well, now it's time to turn that knowledge into your personal superpower. Imagine waking up every morning, not fearing some mystical curse, but embracing the day with a bring it on attitude. Sounds liberating, doesn't it? That's the power of a mindset makeover, and trust me, it's more addictive than your favorite Netflix series. Let's get real for a hot second. Believing in the evil eye is like wearing a kick me sign on your back and then wondering why life keeps giving you a swift boot to the rear. It's time to rip off that sign and slap on a watch me succeed sticker instead. Developing a power mindset isn't about ignoring the negative. It's about acknowledging it, giving it a little pat on the head, and then showing it the door. So, how do we kick that pesky victim mentality to the curb? First, let's talk about the placebo effect, but not in the way your high school science teacher did. Think of your mind as a super powerful pharmacy. Just as a sugar pill can sometimes heal physical ailments, your thoughts can cure your mental blocks. When you truly believe in your ability to overcome challenges, you're essentially giving yourself a mega dose of success serum. It's like having a secret weapon that no evil eye, real or imagined, can touch. Now, let's shift gears and focus on what really matters. You, your goals, and the incredible potential buzzing inside you like a caffeinated hummingbird. It's time to internalize control over your life faster than you can say abracadabra. Let go of external validation like it's a hot potato, because guess what? The only approval you need is from that gorgeous face staring back at you in the mirror. Speaking of external validation, let's chat about its sneaky cousin, the victim mentality. Every time you blame your misfortunes on some mystical, evil glare, you're basically handing over the keys to your life to an imaginary boogeyman. It's like saying, "Here, Mr. Evil Eye, why don't you drive for a while?" Spoiler alert, that road trip ends in a ditch. Instead, grab those keys back and take the wheel. Your life, your rules, your awesome adventure. But what about when life throws lemons at you? Well, my friend, that's when you break out your inner ninja and turn those lemons into a zesty lemonade empire. Reframing adversities as opportunities for growth isn't just some feel-good mumbo-jumbo. It's your ticket to becoming the superhero of your own life story. Each challenge is a chance to level up, like in a video game, but instead of extra lives, you're gaining real-life resilience and wisdom. Now, let's talk practical steps to shift from negative to positive energy. Start your day with a gratitude practice. It's like a shot of espresso for your soul. Surround yourself with positivity, whether it's uplifting music, inspiring books, or friends who radiate good vibes. And most importantly, catch yourself when you're spiraling into negative thoughts. It's like playing whack-a-mole with your mind. Spot the negative thought, bop it on the head, replace it with a positive one. Remember, self-belief and hard work are the dynamic duo that can overcome any perceived limitation, evil eye or not. It's like having a secret formula that turns obstacles into stepping stones. When you combine unwavering faith in yourself with relentless effort, you create a force field that no negative energy can penetrate. In the end, developing a power mindset is about recognizing that the only evil eye that matters is the side eye you give yourself when you're not living up to your potential. So stand tall, dream big, and if anyone tries to give you the evil eye, just wink back and keep on shining. After all, success is the best revenge, and living your best life is the ultimate protection against any supposed curse. You're not a victim of circumstance, you're the architect of your own awesome. So grab that metaphorical hard hat, and let's start building the life you deserve. The evil eye might not be real, but your power to create an incredible future, that's as real as it gets. Chapter 3: Building Personal Power and Energy Protection. Alright, energy warriors, it's time to level up. we've busted the evil eye myth and given our mindsets a turbo boost. Now, let's build your personal power fortress, a sanctuary where negativity bounces off you like confetti off a disco ball. Imagine this, you're crushing it at work, finally landing that promotion you've been eyeing. As you share the news with friends, you catch a glimpse of envy in someone's eyes. Old you might have panicked, thinking, oh no, the evil eye. But new empowered you, you just smile, knowing that your success is bulletproof against any supposed curse or negative vibes. Welcome to the world of personal energy protection, where you're the superhero of your own story. No cape required, just a rock-solid belief in yourself and a toolkit of awesome techniques to keep your inner light shining bright. Let's get real for a hot second. Building personal power isn't about becoming an insufferable know-it-all or thinking you're God's gift to humanity. It's about recognizing your inherent worth, embracing your potential, and refusing to let anyone else's limited vision become your reality. Think of it as being the director, producer, and star of your own life movie. And baby, we're aiming for a blockbuster hit. So, how do we construct this personal power plant? First up, let's talk self-development. Imagine you're a character in the most epic RPG ever created. Stick with me here, even if you're not a gamer. Every book you devour, every skill you master, every challenge you conquer, that's you leveling up. And the best part, there's no final boss to defeat except your own self-doubt. The game never ends, and the rewards just keep getting better. Now, let's dive into the art of energy protection. You know how your phone battery drains faster when you've got a gazillion apps running in the background? Your personal energy works the same way. Those pesky negative thoughts, toxic relationships, and self-defeating habits, they're the energy-sucking apps of your life. It's time to force close them and free up some RAM for the good stuff. Here's a pro tip that will change your life faster than a viral TikTok dance. Surround yourself with positive influences like you're curating the world's most exclusive VIP list. Your vibe attracts your tribe, so make sure your tribe is packed with dream chasers and go-getters, not dream squashers and naysayers. It's like creating a personal cheer squad, but instead of pom-poms, they're waving opportunities and support your way. But let's be real. Life isn't all unicorns and rainbows. Negativity will inevitably try to crash your positivity party. This is where your newfound power mindset flexes its muscles. Instead of letting negative comments or setbacks knock you down, use them as jet fuel for your success rocket. Someone says you can't do it? Fantastic. Add their name to your people to prove wrong list and get to work. It's like turning lemons into lemonade, but the lemonade is spiked with pure, unadulterated awesome. Remember, becoming the best version of yourself isn't about achieving perfection, it's about embracing progress. It's about waking up each day and choosing to be a smidge better than you were yesterday. Think of it as compound interest for your personal growth. Those small, consistent improvements add up to massive changes over time. Before you know it, you'll be looking back wondering, was that really me? Here's the beautiful irony. The more you focus on building your personal power, the less you'll fret about things like the evil eye or what others think of you. You'll be too busy crushing goals and taking names to care about superstitions or side eyes. It's like developing an immunity to negativity. The more you expose yourself to positivity and self-belief, the stronger your resistance becomes. So, here's your mission. Should you choose to accept it, and trust me, you want to, start treating your personal energy like it's the most precious resource on the planet. Because guess what? It absolutely is. Guard it fiercely, invest in it wisely, and watch as it transforms not just your life, but the lives of those around you. You'll become a beacon of positivity in a world that desperately needs it, lighting the way for others to follow. In the end, the best protection against negativity, whether it's the mythical evil eye or just plain old bad vibes, is a rock-solid sense of self and an unwavering belief in your own potential. So stand tall, shine bright, and if anyone tries to dim your light, just smile and think, sorry, but my awesome is set to maximum brightness, and your shade can't touch this. Remember, you're not just protecting your energy, you're projecting it. You're a force of nature, a catalyst for positive change, and a living, breathing example of what's possible when you decide to own your power. So go forth, radiate that inner strength, and show the world what you're made of. The evil eye might be a myth, but your ability to create an extraordinary life. That's as real as it gets, my friend. Chapter 4. Overcoming negative energy and hatefulness. Alright, my friend, we've built our personal power fortress, and now it's time to fortify it against the siege of negativity. Remember how we talked about being the superhero of your own story? Well, consider this your crash course in developing your superhero shield, one that deflects negativity faster than Superman dodges kryptonite. Let's kick things off with a scenario we've all faced. You've just shared your latest triumph on social media. Maybe you finally launched that side hustle or hit a personal best in your fitness journey. Suddenly, a wild hater appears in your comments, spewing more venom than a cobra with a grudge. Old you might have spiraled into a self-doubt vortex, but new empowered you. You just chuckle, hit that block button, and strut off to celebrate your win. Ignoring hate comments isn't about pretending they don't exist, it's about recognizing their true value, or lack thereof. Think of negative comments as spam emails for your brain. You wouldn't let a random email from a Nigerian prince derail your day, would you? Apply that same logic to haters. Acknowledge them, then send them straight to your mental trash folder. Now, let's talk visualization techniques, your secret weapon in energy protection. Imagine yourself surrounded by an impenetrable bubble of positivity. As you move through your day, see negative energy bouncing off this bubble like rubber balls off a brick wall. It might sound a bit woo-woo, but if Olympic athletes use visualization to win gold medals, you can use it to win at life. Speaking of winning at life, let me share a bit of my personal growth journey. There was a time when I let every sideways glance or backhanded compliment chip away at my confidence. I was the poster child for the victim mentality, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. But then I had an epiphany. I was giving away my power faster than a clearance sale at a department store. The turning point came when I realized that building personal power isn't about becoming invincible. It's about becoming resilient. It's about looking at a setback and saying, plot twist, instead of game over. I started focusing on self-development like it was my job. Spoiler alert, it is. Every book I read, every skill I learned, every challenge I overcame became a brick in my fortress of self-belief. This shift in mindset was like flipping a switch. Suddenly, instead of dreading potential negativity, I was excited about my ability to overcome it. I started treating my personal energy like the precious resource it is, guarding it fiercely and investing in it wisely. But here's the kicker. Overcoming negative energy isn't just about defense. It's about going on the offensive with positivity. It's about spreading joy like it's the world's most contagious and fabulous virus. Because here's a little secret. Happy people don't have time to hate on others. They're too busy living their best lives. So how do we put all this into action? Start by curating your social circle like it's the world's most exclusive VIP list. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like you can conquer the world, not those who make you want to hide under your blanket fort. It's like creating your own personal hype squad, minus the pom-poms, unless that's your thing, in which case pom away. Next, dive into self-development like you're training for the Olympics of awesomeness. Read books that expand your mind, take courses that challenge you, pursue hobbies that light you up. Every step you take towards becoming your best self is a step away from the gravitational pull of negativity. Remember, you're not just overcoming negative energy, you're transforming it. You're alchemizing those lemons life throws at you into the sweetest lemonade the world has ever tasted. And the best part, the more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Before you know it, you'll be so focused on your own growth and happiness that the haters will fade into background noise. In the grand scheme of things, negative energy and hatefulness are just speed bumps on your highway to awesomeness. They might slow you down for a moment, but they can't stop you unless you let them. So crank up your favorite empowering playlist, put on your metaphorical sunglasses, and cruise past that negativity like it's standing still. The evil eye might be a myth, but your power to create a life filled with joy, success, and positive energy, that's as real as it gets, my friend. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. Not because you need to prove anything to anyone, but because you deserve to live your most spectacular life. Chapter 5. Embracing an abundance mindset. Alright, abundance adventurers, we've reached the final frontier of our mind-blowing journey. We've busted the evil eye myth, fortified our personal power, and given negativity the boot. Now, it's time to embrace the creme de la creme of mindsets, the abundance mindset. Buckle up, because we're about to turn your world from black and white Kansas to Technicolor Oz. Picture this, you're standing in front of a buffet of life's opportunities. Old you might have timidly grabbed a small plate, worried that taking too much would invite the evil eye or leave nothing for others. But new, empowered you, you're grabbing the biggest plate available, piling it high with dreams, and going back for seconds. That, my friends, is the abundance mindset in action. Let's get real for a hot second. Shifting to an abundance mindset isn't about suddenly believing money will rain from the sky, or that you'll wake up tomorrow looking like a supermodel, though if either happens, call me. It's about recognizing that the universe is not a zero-sum game. Your success doesn't diminish anyone else's, and there's more than enough goodness to go around. Think of it like this. Have you ever tried to light a candle with another candle? The original flame doesn't get smaller, does it? Instead, you end up with twice as much light. That's abundance thinking in a nutshell. The belief that by shining your light, you're not dimming anyone else's. You're actually making the world brighter for everyone. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what about when life feels more like a desert than an oasis? Well, my parched friend, that's where the real magic happens. An abundance mindset isn't about ignoring challenges, it's about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. It's like being a life alchemist, turning lemons into lemonade, setbacks into comebacks, and no's into not yets. Let's talk manifestation, shall we? No, we're not going to chant under the full moon, unless that's your jam, in which case, howl away. Manifesting your desires is less about mystical forces and more about aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with your goals. It's like placing an order with the universe, but instead of sitting back and waiting for delivery, you're actively working towards making it happen. Here's a pro tip. Start each day by visualizing your ideal life. See yourself crushing your goals, surrounded by supportive people, and radiating happiness. Feel the emotions as if it's already happened. This isn't just daydreaming, it's programming your brain to recognize and seize opportunities that align with your vision. But here's the kicker, an abundance mindset isn't just about what you let in, it's also about what you keep out. It's time to Marie Kondo your life, folks. Does that negative news cycle spark joy? No? Then thank it for its service and show it the door. Are those doom scrolling sessions on social media adding value to your life? If not, it's time for a digital detox. Instead, surround yourself with positivity like it's the world's most addictive drug. Read books that expand your mind. Listen to podcasts that inspire you and connect with people who lift you up. It's like creating a personal ecosystem of awesomeness, and trust me, in this garden, abundance grows like weeds, but the good kind, like money trees and success sunflowers. Remember, embracing an abundance mindset isn't about becoming an overnight optimist. It's about training your brain to see the glass as refillable rather than half empty or half full. It's about recognizing that every challenge is an opportunity in disguise, every failure a lesson, and every setback a setup for a comeback. As we wrap up this final chapter, I want you to remember this. The evil eye was never real, but your power to create an abundant, joyful life, that's as real as it gets. You're not a victim of circumstance, you're the architect of your own awesome. So go forth, you magnificent manifester. Spread your abundance like confetti, shine your light like a supernova, and show the world what happens when you trade in fear for faith in yourself. And hey, if you ever feel that old scarcity mindset creeping back in, just remember, you've got this. You're capable of more than you know, and the best is yet to come. Now go out there and abundance the heck out of life. Alright my friends, we've reached the end of our mind-blowing journey through the land of personal power and positivity. We've busted the evil eye myth, built our mental fortresses, kicked negativity to the curb, and embraced the abundance mindset. But remember, this isn't the end. It's just the beginning of your spectacular transformation. As you step out into the world, armed with your new power mindset, I want you to remember this. You are not a victim of circumstance, but the architect of your own awesome. The evil eye was never real, but your ability to create an extraordinary life, that's as authentic as it gets. So, Here's your mission, should you choose to accept it, and trust me, you want to. Go forth and spread your newfound wisdom like it's the world's most contagious smile. Let your light shine so bright that it not only illuminates your path, but lights the way for others too. Because when you rise, you have the power to lift those around you. Remember, life isn't about avoiding the storms. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And with your abundance mindset, you're not just dancing, you're putting on a whole Broadway show. Before you go, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question to ponder. If you knew with absolute certainty that no external force, not the evil eye, not other people's opinions, not even your past mistakes, could hold you back, what would you dare to achieve? What dreams would you chase? What version of yourself would you become? Take a moment to let that sink in. Feel the power of possibility coursing through you. That, my friends, is the sound of your limitless potential knocking on the door of your future. So, are you ready to answer that knock? Are you prepared to step into your power and create the life you've always dreamed of? I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Until next time, keep shining, keep growing, and remember, the best is yet to come.